So welcome to the Daily Tarot Reads and also Oracle. So this is the Zodiac, Sun, Rising and Moon signs. So we start off fire, water, air and earth. Okay, so the first element, do check out each of those signs and you'll get a 9-card reading. So welcome. So let's have a look for the start of our fire signs, and that's Aries. So Aries, what do we need to know today? So this is for Aries. 3-card reading plus an oracle. And today we're using the Crazy Sexy Love Notes to your higher self. So let's have a look for Aries. So Aries energy today. So you do have the ego, which is an interesting aspect to learn to really release certain things. Habits build up over time, the way we think, the way we feel, and sometimes these toxic relationships and situations that we seem to get in. So it's okay, we're only human, we have to not be too hard on ourselves. But it's just a reminder to have a look at what we're doing or not doing to prevent an empowering life. So one of the things that we need to look at is not only our well-being, but also what we're attracting or, not attracting. So looking at the positivity within this, just notice every day that what is it that you're building up to make things move backwards. So this is about stagnant energy, always thinking the same thing about the past and not looking to and empower yourselves. So you do have the 4 of water. So again, this might be a feeling of glumness. Really, that's the universe isn't cooperating, but it kind of is. It's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call to look at the opportunity of healing all sorts of areas within your life and really noticing that opportunities are always there. So it is us preventing things, and these are sometimes our lifelong lessons that we need to learn. So embarking on a newness, it's okay to have time away if we need it, but we can't let those emotions drag us down because of situations that we're not willing to remove ourselves from. So this gives an element of awakening. When we really wait and really contemplate on the bigger things in life, that's always the right direction to go. So moving towards something spiritual, our sole purpose is really going to empower us in the long run. So this is why we do have these things of mundaneness that really kind of just flatline, and we think, well, what is it that we're not doing? Why aren't I feeling motivated? Why haven't I got that inspiration? So this is how you value yourself and respect yourself to really embark on the newness within life. So it is a little bit harsh, but it's always a wake-up call, isn't it? So let's give you your higher self message, what you need to know at the moment. For Aries. So, Aries. So you've got tell the truth. So when we tell ourselves the truth, it's to ourselves what we're communicating before we can say something to another person or another situation. So being honest with yourself and opening up, and if something isn't working, be honest about it. Tell your own truth. Come from integrity, and then you'll win the day. All right? So, interesting. So, thank you, Aries. So, we'll move on to Leo next. Let's see what the energies for Leo is. So, this is for Leo, Sun, Rising, and Moon signs for Leo. So, Leo, let's see what's happening for Leos. And then we'll do your higher self message of the day. So this is for Leos. So Leo, you do have the Seven of Water. When we have the Seven of Water, it always seems to be that we have some form of choice, but sometimes it's a little bit distant. So we have to really be grounded and focus about what we do want to look at. So really know your own heart here, know your destination, and really embark on the kind of choices that you want to make. Every day is another opportunity to make that choice, but it has to be more of a real aspect. You've also got the Six of Water here. So a lot of people might be looking towards the past in a way that it's the exes, are they coming back? And we have to have the reality of sometimes if we've waited for a long, long time, or there's no communication in these areas, then it's time to kind of go, what is my self really crying out for? Is it obtainable or isn't it? So when we get these two cards together, it's a sign that maybe we have to move on and really look at things in a more simplistic, loving way of ourselves to empower ourselves a little bit more. So here's the Five of Fire, and this is about sorting things out. So, yeah, it's a mindset, the heart in the right direction. So this is a learning experience for a lot of Leos at the moment, to take charge of who they are. Don't disempower yourself. Really be grounded enough and have that strength of character to move on. It's nearly your solar return, so you should be empowering yourself with that extra energy, extra sun to sort things out. So really look at things in a more honest way and kind of go, right, okay, is this just a past memory of what I need to let go of? You know, is it really truly obtainable? So let's have a look at your higher message of the day to empower you. So for Leos, adventure awaits. So this is good to have a new adventure. So when we move from the past and we have that Six of Water, we need to look at memories. What are those happy memories within our life and having fun? So when we say goodbye to the old, so to speak, and really look what's real, then that's when the true adventure comes. So sort things out that need to be sorted out and you'll be fine. Right, thank you. So next we move on to Sagittarius. Let's have a look at the energies for Sagittarius. Sun, rising and moon in Sagittarius. So what do Sagittarians need to know on the 5th of July? 5th of July energies for Sagittarius. Right, first energy is the Five of Earth. So we all need challenges within our life and we all need that little bit of inspiration to continue on our journey. So when things are difficult, we just have to get up and go. Sagittarians are always aspiring for greater things. So this is a good time to take that action into consideration and really go for it. So this is a long haul and all you have to do is take a little pause, a little break, sip of water when we do the marathons and really understand that the help is there. Asking your higher self, asking your guides, asking God. You know, these are all the signs that we can have that help just to push us or give us the energy for that extra mile when we're doing that marathon run. So it's not literally, but within life, within the challenges, some are hard and difficult, but it's that perseverance and survivor mode that we need to keep carrying on. So you have the Three of Fire here. So it means those good opportunities are definitely on their way, being delivered to you. So just have that sturdy outcome of being a warrior. You know, every situation has its challenges. So I'm growing seedlings and the challenge is always huge to protect them so they can grow to maturity. But this is a sign that, you know, that energy is coming in and things will work out great. And Two of Fire. So for Sagittarians at the moment, this is the opportunity of doors opening. It's that partnership value. It's that friendship. It's that togetherness. When we rub two sticks together, allegedly, you cause fire, friction, energy. And all these things have these new opportunities. So when we do persevere with our life, we need that energy to go forward and see what the possibilities around us. So that's nice. And for Sagittarians, your higher self message. Let's see what you need to know for Sagittarians today. So you can also look at star signs that you're interested in. You know, maybe you have a partner or want a partner, curiosity. You can check those signs as well. But this is for Sagittarius today. So, no gossiping. Sometimes gossiping is fun and we learn so much about things. But there is always a negative side to some form of gossip. So, you know, don't allow that kind of influence to diminish our power, and shine with positivity and encouraging talk when needed with our friends and family. Yay! So that's nice for Sagittarius. So moving on to water signs now. Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. So we'll start with Pisces. You may be Pisces Sun, Moon or Cancer. What am I on about? Rising. Pisces rising, Pisces in your moon chart and also your sun. So this is for Pisces. Daily reading for Pisces. For the 5th of July. Right, Pisces, 5th of July. So Pisces today, first of all, you have the Chariot. Yay! So that Cancerian energy is definitely pulling you forward. So this is all about home life, environment, and how we look at things to move forward. So having your mind and your heart in the same direction and your soul purpose journey will motivate and really speed things on. This is always the success card as well. So when we feel that success and we feel that shift in change, we can move very fast through that energy to actually motivate us to go to our goals. So this is about your soul level in moving forwards to achieve an inner balance, all right? And with the 8 of this shows that maybe the mindset is one of those things that might preventing you. Maybe you're stuck with your vehicle at the garage and you're doing a little bit of tinkering. Maybe the petrol is too dear for you. You need to fill it up a little bit more. But what is showing here is the mindset is preventing us from moving forward. So the energy here is stagnant. It's like, well, how do I solve this problem? You know, when we're, sorry about that, when we're using the energy of these cards, the author of this deck says Archangel Metatron can help us move things forward. So when we do have this energy, Pisces, of 8 of Swords, and we feel stuck within that energy, we can always call on Angel Metatron to help things speed up a little, so we do find the answers to our queries. So for Pisces, you also do have the 8 of Water, and this shows that we do need to move away from domestic aspects that aren't serving us. So a lot of these times it can be old relationships, it can be old things within us that are causing us to be stale. A lot of the times when we get the 8 of Swords, we're waiting for communication from exes or partners or all sorts of situations. But this is a message to go move higher, empower yourself more to emotionally feel engaged in moving forward away from these situations that causes disharmony within the heart. So for Pisces, let's empower you with your higher self message today. What do you need to know today to help you along your way? So this is for Pisces. So Pisces, our adventure awaits. So when we move past something and release it, sometimes we're frightened to do that because it causes a space. So your higher self is actually informing you, well, once you get rid of one thing, there's always something else to come. So a lot of the times we need to free our mindset, move forward and say goodbye to the old, because what awaits is fantastic for you. So have the curiosity, pack lightly and just go. So it's very much like the Fool card in actually trusting your journey. Very nice for Pisces. So now we move on to Cancerians. This is for Cancer, Cancer Sun, Moon and Rising. So this is for tarot as well as your higher self messages today. So what does Cancerians need to know today for Cancer on the 5th of July? So this is for Cancer. Oh, you've got the Strength card. So for Cancer, we got that Leo energy, that really strength of character. We have to be very gentle with our aspirations. So this means we have to nurture ourselves and give ourselves a simplicity of moving forward. We can't rush things. We can't be too hasty. We have to be very simplistic and kind to ourselves. So this sense of Strength card will give you that courage to move forward. So just being kind, take the little steps, really assess what's in front of you to move forward. But moving forward, this is. So when we have the strength of character, we have that willpower, determination and desire. All these things give us the courage to end things or start things. So it's the same circle. So this is where we have to be really truthful to ourselves. That's coming up a lot today. To be honest and truthful and have integrity about where we are going. So the strength of character needs to be in place to have that, you know, motivation to start or to finish something. And there you've got the balance as well for Cancerians. This is the healing card. So you will heal, you will change once you get that inner power back. So this is always a good thing about change because it puts everything into balance about how you feel, what you do want. And it's always, you can see the glimmer of paradise within this card if you actually nurture and change. So a lot of people don't like change. They're in their daily routine and they fear change. Even good change people fear. This says from one thing that's not so valued into something that's really valued. So this is an opportunity to take courage in valuing yourself, to want the very best for yourself. And now you've got the Wheel of Fortune, a very important day. So if it's your birthday, happy birthday, solar return of this amazing energy that is spinning for you. This is the Karmic card. It's moving forwards and also is success when you find that strength of character to actually move forward. When we look at past, present and future, sometimes we hold on to the old so much that we can't move forward. So if you heal and you find the strength to actually move forward to your goals, whatever that goal is, maybe going self-employed, finishing a job or a relationship and starting another one. We have to learn our lessons, and these are very strong ones. The energies for yourselves in Cancer is very strong. So it might be emotionally if you've got your Cancer and Moon, but it's very strong indeed, isn't it? So let's see what your higher self message is for Cancerians today. So, decide. Wow. So making a decision about starting, finishing, finding that willpower and strength to move forward is important. A lot of you might think, well, do I move countries? You know, there are big decisions to be made here. So it's a time to really reflect and have the courage and determination to actually do so, because it'll bring a better life, a more richer, valued life to yourself if you do decide to have these major decisions within life. Pretty strong for you guys. Wow. So remember, take your rising sign and your moon sign as well as your sun sign in Cancer. So, Scorpios. Let's have a look at the daily message for Scorpio today. Sun, Moon and Rising for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? Scorpio energies. So, Scorpio, you have the Ace of this is a good card for you because it means yes. It means you've got your destiny in your hands. You can inspire yourself and bring down certain thought processes to actually achieve what you want. So a lot of people are ending one thing and moving into another. So this is a start of the victory card for you. So when we see this little boy with this sword, it's really big. So sometimes we have these decisions in life and this newness of how we are going to move forward. But this is the yes card. So making the decision is always going to be a right decision for you. So don't struggle with that. It's almost like a yes. It's a yes card for you. So also Scorpio, you have the Queen of Fire, which is great. So things that we communicate today are going to be really positive. So make sure your mindset is positive when you're talking to yourself and you know, the clogs are turning. So be very open, receptive and have that energy of responsibility that, you know, every little decision that we do make has a consequence. So the consequence, let's have an example. We're having our morning coffee and we've got some nice biscuits there or a piece of cake. And the consequence of that is whatever it is. So look, these two energies together is the decisions we make does have consequences. You've got a very strong energy here though. With the Queen of Fire plus the Emperor, that fire gives you the motivation to really rethink and bring down inspiration. So having things of logic aspects and being very firm with yourself is going to really help in new decisions. So whatever decision we have, it does have that consequence, but it also has an amazing energy to actually make things happen. Wow. So also for Scorpios, let's have a look at your higher self message. Right. So, ooh. So that's interesting. Say you're sorry. So this is almost like the forgiveness card. So being responsible for ourselves, and with that Emperor energy, it can be very kind of snappy. Ding. So we can kind of really be tactless in some things of what we do say. So when it comes up with say sorry, we have to apologise to ourselves, forgive ourselves, but also be humble enough to actually move forward. So if we have had arguments with family, friends, whatever, you know, sometimes just going, oh, I'm really sorry that that happened. Even when it's not our fault, it's always good to express, you know, I'm sorry. It might not mean anything to you, but it's always good to do that. Right, okay. So let's move on to our air signs now. Aquarius, Gemini and Libra. Sun, rising and moon for Aquarius. So let's have a look at Aquarius. This is for Aquarius. Aquarius. So Aquarians, we have the Knight of Air. So this is an energy where sometimes overthinking, but being really in our minds is really present about we need to find that responsibility to own up to our decisions, our opinions and the way we communicate. So when the Knight of Air comes, sometimes it's that fast thoughts that just go and then they get jumbled up. And we don't know quite how to be in our mindset to actually progress. So a lot of the times we might be thinking about the past and how it's done. And the mind, being the creator of the worst horror movie and drama, will come up with such amazing stories that, you know, it trips us up and we believe it. So sometimes this is a make-believe drama, horror that can be within. So we have to learn to kind of decipher, you know, take out what's not needed and rethink, always rethink and try to be more responsible for that, which you do. So now with the King of Air, that's a great energy. So a lot of the times in our subconscious, you know, we come up with dreams or all sorts of things that tell us. And so you can be in charge of your mindset to really go, right, okay, I've noticed now that I've always thought about this, and this is so wrong. I'm now going to be in charge of that, and I'm not going to believe it anymore. I'm going to superimpose that thought process with something of positivity, inspiration, because I am in control of my emotional aspects of how I've been thinking. So this is taking back your power of who you are as people and moving forward. I'm being very kind of reflective over the past, but moving forward in a more positive aspect. Yeah. And then look at this, you have the Ace of Earth. How cute! So you have these new little energies coming in. So just by shifting your focus of your mind will allow you to value yourself and see better opportunities than ever before. So the richness of yourself, the self-respect and the value that's coming in is take the opportunity. Take the opportunity to assess what you've been thinking, you know, because anyone can change their way of thinking, and this brings a new opportunity. It's like it's probably there all the time, but you haven't noticed it because of the way we think. All right. Wow. So also for Aquarians, let's have a look what your higher self message is trying to say to you today. This is for Aquarius. Aquarius. I always right, Aquarius. So, so what decision have some of you been doing? Because it says choose love. So love of self, love of situations. This is always the best option to actually do. So when we're in charge of our thoughts about, oh, am I going to hear from the ex? Am I going to hear from that person? Whatever negativity we've been, because that is negative. It's like we need to take charge of our own communication. Right, so haven't heard from the ex, I'll ring them up. Or if they've blocked you, that's the universe saying they don't want to communicate. And that's not loving yourself if you're still harbouring on that. So this is always choosing the most simplest, the most loving aspect. So loving yourself and choosing love are two different things. So really look at what you have been telling yourself, because it's so vitally important, and learn that love matters. Yeah, not from a person, but from yourself. All right, Aquarius. Some of these energies are very kind of today. Oh well, we all need to kick up the bum. So, oh dear. Ow, that hurts. Right, okay, so let's move on to Gemini. Right, Gemini, Sun, Rising and Moon. Gemini. Right, Geminis. Oh, here we go. So we have the Seven of Fire for you. Sticking up for yourself. Being self-empowered. Your opinion does matter, and who you are definitely does matter. So we have to not allow people to take our power away. Also, there can be little niggles today that, like suddenly you thought the kettle was on and we forgot to put it on, or somehow somebody unplugged it or something. It's those little annoying niggles. So, you know, that can be the straw that breaks the camel's back sometimes. So we're not allowed to let those little niggles. So a lot of the time this is an energy that maybe we haven't slept enough, and we're just annoyed. We're just annoyed at everything. Take a deep breath and go, I will not be defeated today. I will not. That's the kind of energy at the moment. And here you go, you've got the sun. Yay, happy, happy, happy. So this is what we do create. So if we get involved in those niggles, then we're just going to create the negativity, and we're just going to be in a bad mood. So we need to burn all that away and really bring the positive spin in life. So this is like an analogy too of the God power, the God force, the healing spiritual energies that are around us. So it's almost like for you to saying you are good enough. And when people or situations are knocking us down, we have to build ourselves up with the full picture. So highlighting what is going on is essential for you today. So really look at the power within. So with the Five of Earth, that's another challenge. So thank God you've got the Sun, Gemini. So when we have the Five of Earth, this is like those hurdles within our situation. That's going to really maybe annoy us so much. But remember, you've got that spiritual power behind you. And with this particular deck, it's in front of you as well. So asking for help, just take a moment out, ask your angels, ask your higher self, and even if you pray to God, that's a good thing to actually move forward with your stuff. So this energy of self-empowerment through you connecting to a spiritual side will not allow people to take away your energy. So it's important for Geminis. So let's have a look at your higher spiritual message today. Let's have a look. So, so your purpose is joy. So to be happy and really positive with that sunny energy and sunny disposition is always a good thing to have. So remember that emotions are only emotions that we need to feel, but it doesn't mean to say it's based on reality of, oh, crikey, if one more thing goes wrong, I'm just going to, go to the top floor and shout, stop it, universe! So we can't let ourselves be dragged into the negativity, and remember the joy and happiness and the innocence of the sun and that energy that can burn off. So the sun is very important to be positive and spiritual beings. It's just lessons. Right, next we go on to Libra. Libra, let's have a happy reading for Libra. I feel sorry for air signs today. Please, Libra, be good. Right, this is for Libra, Sun, Rising and Moon for Libra. Libra energies today. Libra. So, Libra, you have the Seven of Fire too, right? Thank you. Obviously, having a difficult time at the moment. Maybe it's too windy. It's too windy out there. So watch the clouds go by. So we have to stay very focused on ourselves and really empower ourselves. So when people are trying to disempower us or the situations, just like I said with Gemini, it's almost like these aspects are just little annoyances. But sometimes it can be a bigger thing. So when we're Libra, we always like to look at the balance. We look at the justice of the situation. So standing up for yourself and not allowing people to knock us down is very important. So you two, amazing. You're just like Gemini. You two have the Five of Pentacles here. So when we move through our challenges within today, it's going to really pay dividends to know that we are powerful beings and we have to move forward. So it's always the long haul and not the short haul. So when we get knocked back, we think, oh, I was supposed to be doing this and they haven't rang me, or I was supposed to hear back from this and we haven't done it. These are the little niggles within our life. So don't allow them to get down. You as Librans, look at the justice within your life. And if the information that's coming in today is particularly negative or no truth in the matter, then check it out of court. You do have the Seventh of Earth. Sorry, camera went. So you do have the Seven of Pentacles, which is very much like the patience. So having patience, Librans, is very important in this particular situation. So when people try to take the power away, and we think, why isn't the situation happening? And then we need to have patience. We need to find the information to kind of weed out. This is always about the garden of abundance kind of thing, of how we need to grow and develop our mental aspect, but also our soul journey. So when things are difficult, we need to stand up for ourselves and really develop that aspect of things do take time, and it is always that divine timing that will allow us to see the rightness of the situation. A little annoying today for air signs, but nevertheless, let's have a look at your higher self message to see what is going on. So you have today, share your gifts. So when we go through hard times within life, right? So people get divorced, they lose their jobs, they lose people that they love through passing over and all sorts of things. We become more empathetic and we have more compassion and love. And we understand other people's problems. So it's important to go through these annoying little things that, make us suffer. So when somebody, it might be a family, a colleague or whatever, comes around and talks to you or expresses something out of annoyance, you can share your life experiences. And it's a bonding aspect when we actually do that. So sharing human feelings positively is one of those gifts that we all have. And to do that is not only empowering to us, because it reflects back to us how we've coped with that and moved on. Or if you haven't moved on yet, it'll help you to hear your own opinions and thoughts on the matter. All right? So it's always good to share. Right. Mrs. Santa Claus and Mr. Claus. Thank you, Earth Signs. Challenging day for you. It's a duvet day today. Stay in bed. Stay in bed. Right, let's go on to Earth Signs. What do Earth Signs need to know? So this is Sun, Moon and Rising for Earth, Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. Right. So let's start off with Capricorn energies today. What do Capricorns need to know today? Capricorn. So for Capricorns, 5th of July. Oh, 3 water. Thank goodness. You wouldn't want to be in an earth sign today. But being a Capricorn and an earth is good. So let's hope the earth signs did check these cards. Capricorn. So Capricorn, you've got the 3 of Cups, which is celebrating with friends and family. It's always good to have those happy times and happy moments within our life. It's important. So make time in your day to just reconnect with a friend, a family member that you haven't spoken to for a while, and really say, how you doing? I'm thinking of you. And maybe setting up some good social events with them, even if it's just having a coffee or a web meeting, that's always good. So the happiness and celebration of ourselves and that we have great people in our life is a gift indeed. Also for Capricorns with the 8 of Air. So you can see perhaps why sharing and being with friends and family and those that we love is important. So that celebration of who we are as people can help our mindset here with the 8 of Swords for Capricorns really release some stale energy within our mindsets. So we can feel trapped, but when we talk out things, we're sharing our own opinions, our stories, to really see where we've gone within our life. So sometimes our mindset can be deceiving us, and we need to kind of go, okay, I may be in a difficult situation at the moment, but when I talk to my friends and family and ask them how they are, it releases me from my own situation, and I can think and see a little bit more clearer. And one of those clarity things for Capricorns is maybe emotionally walking away from something. So really understanding that you do have power. You don't have to be stuck in energies or situations. We can easily change. We can easily move out of it. So this is why sometimes just having a conversation with someone you trust and love is just going to give you that little bit more motivation to move away from those painful things within our life. So if we want to change and make things better, to really value ourselves, we have to be brave within our emotional body and go, this situation isn't working. It's sad that things come to an end that are supposedly keep going. But it's important not only for them, but also you to see that we have to walk away and call it a day at some times. Do you know what I mean? So also for Capricorns, let's see your higher self message. So this is for Capricorns. So, unforgiveness heals. So we have to forgive ourselves for whatever it is. So we also have to forgive other people. I'm just trying to be as tactful as I can with certain things. So when we go through our stuff, we do create our reality and our situations, but that's important as a soul journey. We aren't here in this particular lifetime to learn certain lessons, and sometimes we teach other people as well. However, sometimes we forget that and we think, oh, this person's done this to me or this situation and I'm so annoyed, etc. So we have to not only forgive ourselves for getting in that situation, but forgive other people as well. So it's a kind of an aspect where if we truly do want to have a better life, a more loving life, we need to learn to forgive. It is the first mode of, moving forward, to forgive ourselves and other people. I know it's difficult at times, but on a soul level, we have to. Otherwise, we just repeat the same stuff again because we haven't truly learned that lesson. So, yeah, it's a tough one, but you guys can do it. Right, let's move on to Taurus. This is for Taurus, Sun, Rising and Moon. So the Taurian energies today. Taurus. So this is for Taurians today. So Taurus, you have the 10 of Air. I hope you're not an air sign as well. Maybe you're Taurian rising or you're Taurian in your moon and you're an air sign. So this is a good card for you if that's the case, because this is rethinking. When we've been imprisoned in certain aspects, we need to go, right, okay, enough is enough. I can see clearly that I need to think differently. So for Taurians at the moment, don't allow the mindset to create drama. Don't allow that energy to be heavy. We need to, lift our spirits up and stay grounded, which you always are, in kind of the reality of the situation. So it is tough when we do get the Ten of Swords, but it just means to see a different way. And if we're going along our soul purpose and our higher self, we will find that way. We'll see it quite clearly that things do end and things start. So you've got the moon here, Taurian, as well. So you definitely do have to see highlighted things. So with the moon, it casts shadows and doubt and mystery upon all sorts of things. So we need to use our intuition and not what we're thinking on a negative aspect. So this has a sense of sadness along with the Ten of Swords to release that pain once and for all and really move on to see things totally in the sunlight in the day. So in the light of the day, everything can be highlighted to see the honesty, the integrity of where you're going. So look at this. If you do work with angels, Archangel Haniel is very good for intuition. So pick up that intuitive thoughts. And then you've got the Empress here, which is good. So have patience with your situation at the moment, Taurus. And you'll see the development working out. So in time, when you've seen things clearly and really seen things in truth, in daylight, in light, you will see that you can start again and really understand that what we give to ourselves is what we give to ourselves. So if we think things are stuck and we're not in that kind of newness of spiritual energy and moving forward, then that's what we're going to be imprisoned in our mind, which does affect the emotions and vice versa. So that emotional being of the moon does need to be released and kind of let go of. All right. So let's have a look for Taurians, your higher self message of the day. Right. So this is obvious to you guys, you're healing. So healing spiritually, soully, emotionally, maybe physically, but also mentally as well. So when we say you are healing, you have to have patience with that. And the Empress is all about that nurturing, unconditional love that you need to give to yourself. So it's a kind of aspect where we have to do that. We have to have the patience. We have to have the development in healing. So just give yourself credit where credit's due. All right, I'm in this situation because I'm in the healing process. But don't go, I'm in the healing process. Just say, I've healed. Because you need to make it in the present, don't you? So, well done, Taurians. Right, Virgos. Let's hope Virgos are okay. They've had a good run lately. Let's see Virgo energy. So you may be Sun in Virgo, Rising Virgo, or maybe it's your Moon. So let's have a look at Virgos today and your higher self message for Virgos. So this is for Virgos. So, Virgos. Ace of Earth, thank goodness. So this is a great opportunity for you. It's like the lucky card. It's the #1 coin. Have you heard of the expression, see a penny, pick it up all day long, you'll have good luck? Yay! So the opportunity for many things, new romances, new careers, new anything, gives you that power. This is the earth sign, so it's like the earth is your oyster. So really embark on that happy-go-lucky. You're having a great time, Virgos. So this is really good. So have that excitement. I have a little grandchild, so it's kind of reminding me. And he's just got interested in coins. And he's putting them in his money box, and you know, he's very excited about the whole thing. So be excited about new opportunities. Be excited that you value yourself and respect yourself. So that's really nice. And when we have the Seven of Cups, it's almost like on an emotional aspect. We need the kind of ability to ground ourselves with this and see different opportunities. Sometimes we're stuck with the old ideas and we see this is like the sweetie shop, and we see all these elements and it's closed, and then we come the next day and the shop is still closed, and we go, what's going on here? Let me in, I want those lovely sweeties. And it's basically like the shop is shut. So a lot of the times it's these wishes and dreams and fantasies that go on that has no reality in the new situation. So this is why we have to value ourselves to see the new situations coming in. And you have the Knight of Air. So somewhat Virgos may be reflecting deeply on the past issues. So if the shop is shut, then the shop is shut. And with the Knight of Air, we need to own our thoughts, see new. Sorry about that. So seeing new opportunities of really bringing the newness into the situation. So when the Knight of Swords is here, we do reflect into the past, and it's almost like everything's too much. So we need to own our own thoughts and really use more a positive spin on the newness coming into our life. So it's not about the past. It's not about not being able to achieve. It's just knowing what we want and really owning that opportunity coming in. So let's have a look at your higher self message for Virgos. So let's have a look. This is for Virgos. Let's have a look. Pause. So it's always good to pause and reflect, especially if the door of opportunity is seemingly shut, and look at the newness coming in. So when we have the Ace of Coin presented to us, it's like the practicality. It's like a change of direction. It's like the universe is giving you that. But sometimes we need to reflect on moving forward. When you do have the Knight of Swords, Knight of Air, it's almost like that we're too busy rushing around in our thoughts, and we need to take a deep breath and go, am I going in the right direction? Have I been trying to open the shop door to get into my sweets and I've been using the wrong key? So this is definitely a reflection of where you are headed. All right. So probably not as good as yesterday, but still nevertheless, we do need these aspects to just pause, rethink, and are we still remaining backwards, or have we taken the penny? Thank you very much. I will use that. All right. So have a great day, guys. And we'll see you all soon. Lots and lots of love. Bye.